Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. So, 9 years of Warframe. Well, 8 for me because I didn't start playing it till January 2014, so just over 8 years for me. But 9 years this game has been out. And it's the anniversary, which means anniversary rewards and alerts. Garuda Prime came out, so I assume everyone's going to be farming for the relics in between doing the Nightwave missions. But we won't talk about Garuda now. We shall talk about the Dex rewards and the alerts coming up. So this week we have 2 alerts that came out. One was an interception with primary weapons only, and the other one was a survival with melee weapons only. And it was for the interception was for this, the Dex Sibaris, or Sibaris, however you want to say it. And the survival alert was for the Dex Nukali Sandana, which, if we go to default colours, is that. But we're going to stick to the colours of the latest Dex skin that came out, which is Wisp. And all our assets. Now, I have a problem with this because they have brought out Dex skins and Obsidian skins for a lot of things, but 9 years on and my boy Loki does not have a Dex skin. Digital Extremes, why? In God's name, does Loki not have a Dex skin? Anywho, yeah, so this Wisp skin is free in your inbox when you log in. Everything else Dex related, you're going to have to get through alerts. And I just said what we got this week. But then week 2 alerts, oh, and there's also a credit booster attached to it, so if you need your money, take it to the index. And week alert 2, starting from April 4th, you'll have the Excalibur Dex skin and the Dex Furious and a weapon slot. Well, technically this also came with a weapon slot because of Dex Sibaris. And playing this game so long, I already have all these and I have all the Dex items. But let's look at the stats on the Dex Sibaris first. Oh, and it came with a catalyst installed as well, so yeah, bonus. So accuracy 28.6, fire rate 4.17, magazine 14, reload 1.5 seconds, ribbon dispository 4, burst trigger, crit chance 35, crit multiplier 2, status 10, and heavy on the slash. As for the Dex Furious, accuracy 15, fire rate 20, magazine 100, reload 2 seconds, ribbon dispository is at 5, and they're machine pistols. Crit of 14 and crit multiplier of 2, but status of 28 and puncture. Yeah. And then you have the Dex Dakra. Attack speed is slow as shit. Blocking angle is 60. Range 2.5 meters. Crit 16, crit multiplier 2, status 24%, and heavy on slash. Woo! A lot of slash. And your heavy attack stats there. Also, yeah. DE. speaking of decks, Obsidian skins. Dex Furious has an Obsidian skin. Dex Dakra has an Obsidian skin. Dex Avaris does not. Neither does Loki. Stop neglecting your boy. Anywho. So, week 3 commencing April 11th. The Dex Raksaka armor and Dex Dakra with its weapon slot. So we go to attachments and go to their default colors. Very heavy on the lotus symbol here, especially on the chest guard. 3 lotus symbols. And I've got Lotus Ephemera on, but anyway, let's go back to colour coordinating. There we are. Week 4. Oh yeah, and week 2 also has an affinity booster weekend, and week 3 has a credit booster weekend. Week 4, the Lisette Dex skin and the Excalibur Dex Noggle with an affinity booster weekend. And week 5 is the Rhino Dex skin and Excalibur Dex in action glyph with a credit and an affinity booster weekend. So for the next 5 weeks we have all that on top of farming for Garuda Prime, Nagantaka Prime and the Corvus Prime. Why are Arcwing weapons getting Prime variants only now? And why the Corvus? I'm surprised they didn't make it the Imperator, to be honest. That was the first Arcwing weapon. God knows how they make these decisions. It's not like the Corvus is related to Garuda in any way. I'm trying to think if there was any primary or any secondary or melee that could have been with Garuda for Prime access. But who knows? I mean, hell, like when Gara Prime came out, they did her a Stilla Prime, they did the Volnus Prime, but they didn't do the Fusilier. They didn't give that a Prime variant. Who knows how the fuck shit works? Anyway. That is pretty much the rundown. And also, even if you've got all these weapons, it's good to get them again, because A, you can get rid of them for the weapon slot and have 3 weapon slots, and also with Nora's Mix you've got the challenge to sell an item from your inventory. So they serve a purpose this time around. But yeah, that's what we've got to look forward to at the moment.
You have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Just keep you somewhat occupied in between the Angels of Zariman update on its way. Calm down, Hayden. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this morning. And I shall see you all later.